Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the presentation for my group paper analyzing the similarities and differences between the marketing mix and strategies of Pepsi and Coca-Cola. The company used will be Pepsi and the competitor used will be Coca-Cola. And the aim of this is to try to improve upon the marketing mix implemented by Pepsi on basis of competitor analysis on Coca-Cola. To give a brief introduction to this presentation, as stated earlier, the companies Pepsi and Cola will be conducted due to similarities and differences between their marketing strategies. These two companies have very similar business models in terms of ideal customer, industry, and their main products. Coca-Cola and Pepsi both share a large part of the soft drink market space. In order to eliminate other associated brands, for example, like Pepsi's Frito-Lay segment, the paper will focus primarily on the cola drink provided by the two brands in order to be able to give a more in-depth analysis on a specific product. Firstly, the mission and vision of Coca-Cola will be provided alongside the mission and vision of Pepsi to give an understanding of how the two brands position themselves. Coca-Cola's mission is to refresh the world and to make a difference, and the vision is to craft the brand of choice for drinks that people love, to refresh them in body and spirit, and done in ways that create a more sustainable business and better shared future that make difference in people's lives, communities, and our planet. For Pepsi, the mission is to create more smiles with every sip and every bite. The vision is to be the global leader in beverages and convenient foods by winning with PepsiCo Positive. Pep Plus is our strategic end-to-end transformation that puts sustainability and human capital at the center of how we will create value and growth by operating within planetary boundaries and inspiring positive change for the planet and people. So as you can see, the mission of both of these companies is to create a sort of happiness and some kind of difference in the world, and they do this through their products. And the vision, they both elaborate more upon having a sustainable business practice and trying to improve communities, human capital, and how we treat each other, somewhere along these lines. Both the mission and vision statements are very similar. Now, looking at the marketing mix. First, we will start by analyzing the product. The product offered by Coca-Cola is a large selection of beverages. Portfolio of brands over which Coca-Cola exerts control are like Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, Vitamin Water. Coca-Cola only focuses on beverages. Coca-Cola has a larger market share of the beverage industry than Pepsi. This caused Pepsi to expand from just beverages, and they also have complementary drinks such as Cheetos or Frito-Lay. And Pepsi-Cola makes a statement, Pepsi and Frito-Lay, a perfect match since 1965. So this way, they've been able to combine hand-in-hand the nature of soft drinks and snack food to create sort of one stop for junk foods. Next, the promotion strategy will be addressed. PepsiCo strategically places products in order to access the target market. Through promotion, Pepsi is able to stand out to competitors. The intention for their advertising is to create a long-lasting impression. It's done by sponsoring major events like the Super Bowl halftime show. And with soft drink company, brand loyalty is very significant. So if Pepsi creates a positive image by promotion in the minds of customers, this will be a valuable asset for the brand in later years because people will continue to return back due to this brand loyalty. Social media is a key vessel to appeal for a youthful audience. Coca-Cola has an aggressive promotional strategy. Their bold red colors and choice of young, vibrant advertising creates a unique viewing experience to the brand. There's also a historical reputation behind the brand of Coca-Cola, allowing it to be such a strong international player. It must be noted that the reputation of Coca-Cola is better than that of Pepsi, making Pepsi an underdog in the market. There's a significance in the pricing strategy between the two companies. Pepsi prices their products by analyzing the demand of customers and setting prices similarly. In this way, Pepsi adjusts their price based on the optimal level of purchase to customers in accordance to the price that they can sell it at. The complementary goods of Frito-Lay occasionally allows Pepsi to incur more revenue upon their sales. So while Pepsi matches their pricing strategy to the demand of the customer, Coca-Cola has the luxury of meeting the competition pricing. What this means is that they place their products at a similar value to what other products or competitors such as Pepsi will price their values at within the store. Due to the fact that Coca-Cola claims a better brand reputation, they're able to implement this type of pricing strategy, and this is because it can only be done by companies that have like an excellence or premium sort of product, and Coca-Cola has this within the soft drink market space. Both brands also have different sizes of beverages and different price range. For example, Coca-Cola has Smart Water, and this is targeted to a more healthy audience, or health conscious audience, which are more likely to be able to spend more money. Looking at distribution, Coca-Cola sells concentrates like syrups to bottling plants. This is the main entry point for their products into the market. Furthermore, customers and vending partners sell goods to consumers. Pepsi has implemented 3 different channels of distribution. The first kind is direct store delivery. The second kind is a warehouse system. And the third kind is a vending and food system. Vending and food means they only have to provide the syrup, so they can boost margins. Direct store delivery allows Pepsi to have communication with what works within the stores, giving them valuable information about their products. Next, looking at the social cultural influences. Family is an important impact on consumer behavior because in early years, family members such as parents are likely to buy products for their children. So in this way, if the family is a loyal Pepsi drinker or Coca-Cola drinker, they are likely to pass this forward into their children, who will then, when they become parents, pass this on, and this way making it sort of a generational influence. Next, social class plays an important role. In the case of Pepsi, it is fairly accessible to everyone. Despite this, it is a more pricey alternative than other products like supermarket cola. Therefore, it can be assumed that people who are working are more likely to purchase Pepsi. While it's not a luxury good, a wide majority of the population is likely to indulge the product. Next, looking at the culture and subculture, products like Pepsi and Cola have been deeply ingrained into the fabric of our society. Through years of intense marketing campaigns like the World Cup and Super Bowl, Pepsi and Cola have become a staple within our lives. Consumers know the product, we understand the product is detrimental to our health, but we enjoy the warm feelings associated with it, and therefore we continue to consume the beverage. Next, we are going to take an analysis of the process of consumer decision-making when someone thinks, maybe I could go for a Pepsi. So first, looking at need recognition. The need that Pepsi meets is that Pepsi is a lifestyle brand focusing on soft drinks and snacks. The need is a customer's desire for a refreshing drink. Furthermore, an aspect of happiness is addressed by the brand's strategy. Happy times are imagined by people drinking their beverages and is a key element that the company focuses on in its customers. Furthermore, the combination of a snack with a soft drink is a complement to the original product, and in this way, Pepsi creates an experience. No one ever really needs to drink Pepsi, but they want the feeling of happiness associated with the experience. Type of decision made by the customer is usually routinized response decision making. This means that based on a past experience, customers are likely to choose to consume Pepsi again, because there's a lot of brand loyalty associated in the beverage industry. People are likely to return to favorites due to patterns of behaviors implemented in their brain. The original interaction with the brand may come from a childhood experience or a strong marketing campaign, and this first notion of the brand will stick. This first impression will stick with the consumer. Therefore, these companies try to retain customers at a young age to keep lifelong routine customers. Evaluation of purchase alternatives. For a customer, an alternative to Pepsi is obviously Coca-Cola. In terms of pricing, the two do not have a significant difference. Furthermore, blind tasting shows there's not much difference in the taste. Therefore, a purchase alternative paradigm comes from the association the customer has to the product. If Pepsi can create a routinized response within the customer at a young age, they are likely to retain them future. The difference in price between Coca-Cola and Pepsi and taste all doesn't really matter. What else does play a role is whether Pepsi or Cola is available. So, for example, signing contracts with individual stores or locations to be able to provide Pepsi will have people consuming Pepsi naturally because, well, it's the product that is available to them. So looking at the pre and post information search, well, the majority of the information associated with the purchase of provided by Coca-Cola and Pepsi occurs naturally. Through advertising, people are familiarized with the brand. The integration of major global events like the World Cup and Super Bowl give people certain associations to the brand, and this feeling of love and youthfulness is represented by the two brands. This creates the urge to purchase a product, and once these certain behavioral patterns are integrated into the being of the customer, they are likely to make decisions based on what they know in the past. Mostly everyone's had a Pepsi or Coke, and whichever brand sticks with them is the one they're most likely to purchase next. While Coca-Cola boasts a stronger brand reputation, making Pepsi a slight underdog in the market, Pepsi combats this by increasing to a range of snack lines so that they can sort of meet a competition in another area, because they're not likely to surpass Cola within brand loyalty within the beverage industry. Now, looking at a proposition for the continued marketing mix in Pepsi, the idea that I had was to increase advertising so that Pepsi can keep on pushing their message forward and investing in brand ambassadors, keeping Pepsi a youthful, relevant brand. And a more concrete idea is that Pepsi should look to integrate a Pepsi Rewards app. This idea includes engaging users into a social media platform. Through the platform, Pepsi can triumph their brand ambassadors and spread information about sponsored events. Pepsi drinkers have the chance at winning cool prizes like concert tickets or fun activities by scanning a QR code found on the back of a Pepsi. And in this way, Pepsi will be able to create a sort of customer platform where all the customers can meet, and through this way also provide more promotional material for Pepsi and have more brand engagement. Through doing certain challenges, people may get more Pepsi rewards, and try to explore this channel in order to increase customer engagement with the product. So, thank you for listening to this presentation. I hope you have enjoyed, and unfortunately I can't answer your questions, but have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye.